My name is Khuthaza, Mlalazi from Soweto, in Dlamini. I started with PGI in February. That was on the 7th of February when I joined PGI. Having been involved in network marketing with various companies in the past, I was skeptical when I joined PGI, thinking maybe it might be one of those, companies that have come, in the past and made us believe that we're going to be rich and then took off with our monies. So I started slowly there, not sure because I was involved in other projects as well, different companies. But as I got to understand, the vision of the CEO, Mr. R.V. Palafox, that's when I saw that, no, this is a company that has people's interest at heart, Having come from experience with other programs where I lost money, it was hard even to convince my own family to, support me, even my own wife to support me in PGI. But she started seeing the change, when you see now your husband starting to provide what he never used to provide. Every time they used to ask me for money and I would tell them to wait for the end of the month when I got paid. Now I was able to provide any time of the month, bit by bit. Eventually the situation at home started to change. Whenever children ask for something, I would just buy for them, rather than having to tell them the pain of having to tell your own kids. As a father, you're supposed to provide. Don't wait, tell your kids to wait for the end of the month. So I was able to do anything for them, anytime, through PGI. When you come to PGI, your focus has to be the people, because that is what our CEO is encouraging, that we need to be for the people, pull others up, those that are in need. So slowly, life started changing for me at PGI in such a way that I have even left my job, of which I never believed is something that I would ever do, to leave my job. So I resigned from my job after 15 years being employed, working for a company where I was a supervisor, and I was expected to be someone who will work up his way up to being a manager one day. But I left it all because of this wonderful opportunity. I have, achieved things that I never dreamed I would achieve. I bought a car cash. I don't owe anyone, even if it's not a brand new car, because my goal was to, first of all, have a home, because I've been working for 23 years, but I didn't even have a shack of my own. My eldest daughter is 20 years old, and to have a daughter grown so much and they don't even have a place to call my home. We've always been renting, but through PGI, the dreams that I had long buried have resurrected now. It's 2 weeks now since I paid 205,000 rands for a stand to build a house, of which I've got people that are busy right now clearing and building a wall around that stand. Is where I even drew my own house, how I wanted to look, and then I took it to the architect to put their expertise. It's going to be a beautiful home, and it's going to be a great testimony for my PGI journey in a space, something that I never even achieved in 23 years being employed, in a space of only 10 months. Through PGI, I've realized that. To those that are still skeptical about PGI, what I can advise is, when you check the history of everyone who is successful today, you read the stories of the likes of Jack Ma, the stories of Mark Zuckerberg, all those guys, it wasn't easy for them. They took risks. What I can say, they took risks when no one believed in them. So I urge everyone just to take that leap of faith, get into PGI. I promise you, your 2021 will be the best year ever compared to any year that you have ever lived. So, you know, when you have been doing something for a long time, people tend to think, oh, this man always with these things. So I started showing my colleagues when I was earning around 4,000 rands a month, you know, I was showing them, here's something, just 4,000 a month as a side, from a side hustle. It's a lot, because you will pay your rent, you will pay your bills using it. So I was showing them bit by bit. And they were saying, no, you know, you and your things. But eventually, when I started making around 50,000 a month, people started saying, wow, this thing is really working. And eventually that had 50,000 turned to 100,000. Right now, as I speak to you, I don't make anything under $250,000 a month. I don't make anything under 250,000 a month. A man who used to owe every loan shark in the book now is able to make $1 million in 4 months, all through to PGI. I don't withdraw anything less than 40,000 a week, my withdrawal from PGI. This is a company that really has changed my life, you know. I'm dreaming of great things now, even venturing into property. You know, that's what my vision is. Now I'm no longer dreaming of ever working for someone else or submitting my CV for someone else. I'm going to be my own boss through PGI.